It's back! It's finally back! Oh man, I'm excited. I've seen some of the stuff that are coming out, and I am excited to see it. I don't know if that whole Godzilla versus Hulk thing is real or not, but if it is, I'm excited to see that. I want to see Bowser versus Eggman. I want to see lots of death battles, okay? I'm so glad it's back. I am so happy the show is back. I have been, we've all been waiting for a while for this to come back, and I'm glad it's back, and I'm excited. I am excited. I've watched Death Battle pretty much like almost my whole childhood. Okay, so I'm excited to see this. All right, I really am, and we're here with Omni-Man versus Bardock. I don't know who Bardock is, other than someone from Dragon Ball Z. And while I know how powerful Omni-Man is, I don't know how powerful Bardock is, and I don't know who's gonna win. I just want to see a really cool fight, okay? But I'm gonna be rooting for Omni-Man because he's the one I actually know and the one I actually like, because I don't know who Bardock is. So when it comes to a rooting advantage, Omni has the advantage, Bardock doesn't. But we'll see what happens. I'm curious to see how this is gonna go. I'm excited. I hope you guys are just as excited too. So let's get right into this and see how this goes. Let's fucking get into it, baby. Shall we? Yeah. Alright, this is gonna be crazy. Let's get into it.
This battle is sponsored by Manscaped.
Oh boy. Oh, we got the fight back now?
Omni-Man!
Where's that been? Remember when they took the fight away? When did they take the fight away? What was it? I remember the first video. I don't remember which season though. I remember it was I think it was Aquaman versus Namor where they stopped doing the fight, I think that's when they stopped doing that. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'll have to look through them again.
Versus
I know. I still want to do a tier list of all the death battles at some point. And I'm going to. I just need to get to it. Yeah. Cuz you know, busy and lazy and tired. No. Anyways, let's get into it.
Bardock, the ostracized Viltrumite and the doomed Saiyan. He's whizzing a boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Alright, let's see it.
Omni-Man, Earth's once greatest hero. Alongside the Guardians of the Globe, he protected the world from all manner of threats. And then, in a single day, it all went horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Hi, Omni-Man! How, Omni-Man?
Easily.
Who, Omni-Man?
Who indeed? Champion of Earth, best-selling author J.K. Simmons, yet it was all a charade, with his murderous rampage only brought to a halt thanks to his own son.
It all starts with his home planet, Viltrum.
I still need to watch Invincible. Like, I have access to it on Amazon Prime. I just haven't watched it. I need to at some point.
Which I hear is a totally lovely utopia.
Through brutal mortal combat.
Yeah.
With a K! Or, wait, no that came later.
Viltrumites are among the most powerful beings in the universe, even more so after they purge the weaker members of their species. As a vanguard of the
Mark Davey right. Oh, okay, I get it. I know the bug joke. Okay.
The Viltrumite Empire, Omni-Man infiltrated Earth as Nolan Grayson, expected to prepare the planet for Imperial assimilation.
Which should have been easy, since he's got your classic strongman superpowers and he's basically invulnerable, easily knocking around asteroids the size of Texas.
He can fly at unbelievable speeds, soaring from Earth to the planet Thraxa in under 1 week. Thraxa is, quote, a couple galaxies away, give or take, so a minimum of 2 galaxies.
I don't know, Invincible spanned across galaxies and planets. Okay, that's... I need to watch the show. I need to.
Beyond the Milky Way's neighbor Andromeda is the lesser-known Triangulum Galaxy, which is over 2.7 million light-years away. Reaching it in under 1 week means Omni-Man must have flown over 142 million times faster than light.
Oh, and Viltrumites can't breathe in space, so he held his breath the whole way. And it's not like he was in a rush. He was on a soul-searching trip, contemplating the significance of smashing his own son's face in. Think, Nolan, think.
Yeah, this is why I'm never having kids.
You're missing out. But according to another Viltrumite, Thetis, a bunch of other Viltrumites who actually were in a hurry flew to Viltrum across the Virgo supercluster in less than 24 hours.
That's over 20 billion times faster than light.
You don't really need to rush anyway. The older a Viltrumite gets, the slower they age.
According to the Invincible Handbook, Nolan is over 2,000 years old.
Damn.
And regardless of age, Viltrumites don't suffer muscle fatigue like humans do, so they rarely ever tire figure out.
Seriously? He's got parenting easy mode on, and he couldn't even handle that. I would have killed for that back when my daughter was born.
Well, you would have to be a Viltrumite first. A Viltrumite's body contains smart atoms, which they subconsciously manipulate. This cellular structure can effectively recall certain states of being regardless of their present environment, reacting to changes at an atomic level to perform the impossible.
Yeah, like surviving your intestines getting ripped out, or even more scary, ripping out your whole beard all at once. Only a Viltrumite could pull off something that disturbing.
Nolan is incredibly tough, but if he faces superior forces, his smart atoms can adjust to make him even stronger by comparison. This is why Viltrumites are considered invincible.
Most weapons in the universe can't even scratch a Viltrumite like him.
Even a
I wonder if they're gonna if there's like jokes like made with that in the show or whatever with the whole invincible thing. I don't know.
cannon like this one can't take down a Viltrumite, and it obliterated a massive solar disk nearly half the size of a star.
Speaking of planets, he's strong enough to shatter one by flying straight through it. A planet so big it has a whole ring around it.
The Roche limit factor dictates the size a celestial body must be in order to disperse orbiting material as a ring. In short, an Earth-sized planet can't support such a ring, meaning this one must be much larger.
And don't get me started on how the ring is actually made up of dead bodies because, spoilers? Just go read the comic.
If Roche isn't doing it for you, this planet also supports 5 moons in its orbit, and even the smallest is a perfect sphere, meaning its own gravity shaped it. At minimum, a moon like that must have a diameter of 600 kilometers, or 370 miles. Comparing this to the planet's diameter, we can tell this world is nearly 14 times larger than Earth.
Or it was before, you know, kablam.
Now, Omni-Man does have his weaknesses. Monsters like Ragnar's can pierce Viltrumite flesh, and he's extremely sensitive to a specific high-pitch frequency, which can destabilize his body's equilibrium.
But his real weakness turned out to be, you guessed it, fatherhood. Thanks to his son Mark, Nolan began to re-examine his perspective and his place in the
Should have used the rubber, man. Should have used the rubber.
Universe. He settled down in a new place, got himself a new job, and even had a new kid with his new wife, who's a bug. The bug lady, he banged a bug.
Why, Omni-Man? How, Omni-Man?
Hey, everyone deals with parenting stress in their own way. When Nolan was lecturing to Mark about how insignificant people are, Mark wasn't the only one he was trying to convince, if you catch my drift.
Nolan Grayson's real mission.
Freeze? My fucking Wi-Fi went out in the middle of this. It's still out right now. Are you kidding me? I reset it. Give me a minute. Also, it's interesting to know OBS can still record without internet. That's neat. All right, it's all good now. Let's get back into it.
With parenting stress in their own way. When Nolan was lecturing to Mark about how insignificant...
Now, that's 2 video interruptions in a row. First, we had the cops show up in the last video because someone accidentally called 911. And now the Wi-Fi went out. That's 2 video interruptions in a row. Jesus.
People are. Mark wasn't the only one he was trying to convince, if you catch my drift.
Nolan Grayson's real mission isn't planetary conquest or saving the innocent. It's to discover if a violent man who can break the world can also be a good father.
Oh,
Godspeed,
he failed.
Omni-Man.
Unless he succeeds later.
In the far reaches of the cosmos laid a world with a people like no other, born and raised to do just one thing: fight.
The Saiyans, a proud warrior people from the planet Vegeta, ruled by, King Vegeta. Well, narcissist bunch.
Exactly. Their pride blinded them to the truth of their impending doom. But perhaps one Saiyan represented the best of them, even during their waning glory days.
Bardock! He's cool, he's crude, he's got a bad attitude, and if he goes apeshit, you're totally screwed. And guess what? He's father of Goku.
Oh wow, I never would have guessed.
Right?
Yeah.
What a curveball.
So what does that make Turles?
Who?
Bardock was a cold-blooded killer, ruthlessly conquering planets in service to the Saiyans' true overseer, Lord Frieza.
They didn't just conquer planets, they wiped out every living thing, leaving Frieza uninhabited rocks to sell away.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they were basically just genocide maniacs. Yeah.
Bardock was an asshole. Well, until he wasn't.
Bardock's story has evolved over the years, with multiple iterations to draw from.
Including one where he's a brilliant scientist.
But only one is considered officially canon. Bardock's demeanor began to shift when he met and eventually married fellow warrior Guinea, and had 2 sons, Raditz and Kakarot.
No, Bardock didn't go totally soft. He was still a ruthless warrior. You know that iconic red headband of his? It's stained with the blood of his fallen friends. Hardcore.
Bardock could fly, move faster than light, and was naturally adept in using his ki as an explosive weapon.
AKA shooting lasers from his hands. True to his brutal screw you nature.
Something that just about everyone from Dragon Ball seems to be able to do.
Bardock's moves are all about overwhelming power. His final spirit cannon is like a ki-powered bazooka. His rebellion hammer punch ignites enemies on contact, and his rebellion spear basically turns him into a supercharged battering ram. The guy has no chill. He will run you over, break your spine, light you on fire, and then move on to the next guy.
Is that Danganronpa?
Over, break your spine, light you on fire.
Yep, that was.
And then move on to the next guy. All in a day's work for a Saiyan.
Marriage didn't change that. While Bardock cared for Guinea, in fact being one of few Saiyans of his time to actually have a romantic partner, he was still no family man. Like most Saiyans, he saw his—
I don't know why, but I really want to yank those fucking tails so hard. I really fucking do. Just walk up behind them, just yank the shit out of that. And if it rips off, well, I don't care.
sons as nothing more than future soldiers.
Bardock was a low-class warrior, so it was unlikely his kids would grow up to be anything more than battlefield fodder.
But they would still possess the Saiyan's power, a transformation that was the key to their planetary devastation.
Big Monkey!
Under the light of a full moon, a Saiyan with a tail manifests the Uzaru.
This great ape form increases Bardock's power tenfold, turning him into an unstoppable kaiju. Quick, someone call Yajirobe!
While some
had to turn King Kong into a kaiju, and my dog's going off.
Saiyans can maintain control over this berserker form, low-class warriors like Bardock don't receive the same level of training as those of higher birth. Prince Vegeta's control is so precise he can speak while changed, but Bardock cannot.
Hell, it's questionable if he even remembers everything that happens when he goes full-tilt gorilla. The Saiyan strategy is pretty much just monkey see, monkey smash.
Despite being low-class, Bardock's power level nearly matched that of King Vegeta, who could destroy multiple
Now that I'm
planets.
thinking about it, we gotta see what happens if we get Godzilla to fight a monkey Saiyan, and depending on which iteration of Godzilla will probably determine the winner. Yeah.
At once. At about this time, King Vegeta's power level was around 10,000.
Yeah, we know power levels are kinda janky. Nobody can agree on what the number really means.
Outside of his fight with Gas, Bardock doesn't really show any high-end feats in canon, but we can use power levels to compare him to other characters with similar levels to better understand his potential.
Like when his son fought Prince Vegeta. What's the scouter say about his power level?
9,000.
It's over 8,000.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the dub changed it to fit Vegeta's lip flaps, but we only cover the...
Yeah, that was definitely true. It definitely was originally 8,000. Yeah. But 9,000 just sounds better, though, honestly. And it's what we all live with, pretty much, you know?
The cold hard truth, damn it.
According to
Or at least if you don't speak Japanese, yeah.
this movie pamphlet, Goku's power level between his fight with Vegeta and his trip to Namek was 10,000. This lines up with that previous reading and puts him on par with Bardock. Goku's training during the trip eventually raised him to 90,000 upon arrival, but this gives us a clear window.
Yeah, early in the trip, he had to dodge a bunch of incoming asteroids and blast his ship away from a star, which is impressive considering the speed involved.
The planet Namek is outside Earth's quadrant of the universe, and it took his ship 6 days to make the journey. Traveling a quarter of the universe's diameter would put the ship over 9.5 trillion times the speed of light.
And Goku would have had to keep up with that kind of speed to do all that other stuff.
Makes sense given far weaker characters could reach the moon in a fraction of a second. Should be trivial enough for Bardock.
All this speed and power meant when Bardock and his team assaulted the planet Cereal, they went, cheerio!
Bardock ravaged the planet, annihilating its people, until he found 2 survivors, a mother and her child. Some may call it weakness, others a moment of clarity, but Bardock was suddenly reminded of his wife and recently born son. he chose to spare the two, and even pushed himself far past his limits to protect them from his own Frieza Force allies, who taunted that Frieza had dire plans for the Saiyans' future.
This moment changed Bardock, making him more appreciative of his family and cautious of Frieza. When all the Saiyans were called back to planet Vegeta for mysterious reasons, he had a hunch something was up. So, before his final stand, smashing through hundreds of soldiers before coming face to face with the tyrant, he sent his youngest kid away for protection. A choice that allowed shout out to everyone who believed in us during our recent crowdfunding.
And joining you in that support is the first
Crowdfunding was successful as shit.
ever sponsor for an
That was
independent death metal episode, Manscaped.
Manscaped's newest masterpiece is the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra in 4.
Shit. Ignore that little hiccup in the recording.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the
All right,
data
let's do
through
this.
all possibilities.
It's time for a death
I'm moving for Omni-Man.
battle!
Like I was doing the Fortnite thing. Alright, let's see how this goes. And that.
Great. Another gross bug planet.
That's actually really greatly animated. Oh. Alright, here we go.
This planet isn't anyone's to conquer.
Don't underestimate me!
Oh, boy. Here we go. Oh, damn.
Just like my son, sticking his nose in places he's not ready to.
Damn.
My sons would kick his ass!
Jeez. Is that what this is going to turn into? Let's see whose son is stronger. Is that going to be another future death battle? They're going to have Goku fight Invincible? Jesus. Alright. Still pretty much unscathed. There's no visible injury. Oh. Alright, not that even. Oh, there we go. The ship up there. The ship's fucked now.
Whatever you are, you're an embarrassment.
Damn, we thought the shit talking too.
Wait.
Bro, you infected by a xenomorph?
The real power of a Saiyan.
Game went monkey mode. Or ape shit.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Probably not. The guy hit point blank. Oh, man, he's still. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's getting juggled. Oh. You better break out of that. Oh, there you go. Oh. Damn. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit! You ripped it off! Oh. Is it? Oh. Damn.
Shit.
I love that. Hit him with the fucking tail. Oh, jeez. Where are we going now?
No. My sons. Leave me.
Oh.
I won't let you take me from
go.
my war.
Oh, shit. Yeah, now he's bleeding. This might be it. Let's dodge that shit. Oh, Urges. We just gonna take it. Oh, Urges, throw it away.
Your time is up! Say it!
Oh, shit! Oh, damn.
You said, Saiyan. Remember it.
He'll forget in like 5 minutes. Is that it? Really? Is this really it? I think that's it. No. Oh.
Fuck.
Okay,
All right.
these Gokus have got to stop picking fights with guys in capes.
Pitting Saiyan against Viltrumite is fascinating.
You know, probably. Well, unless you really want to just... if they really just want to dub ski over a guy in a cape, just go fight Homelander.
Among the many similarities, 5 specific categories stand out.
Starting with speed. Bardock is much faster, given his power level matched Goku dodging asteroids at 9.5 trillion times light speed, much higher than the Viltrumite's fastest speed. Add on the 50 times multiplier from Super Saiyan, and it's a huge difference.
Right,
Jesus.
Bardock clearly has the speed
Right.
advantage, but strength and durability are another story.
Though it doesn't seem like it at first,
Yeah,
Bardock
speed isn't everything, sadly.
scales to King Veggie, who wrecked 3 planets at once, and Omni-Man only smashed 1. But given how big that one planet was, the numbers are actually pretty similar, until we factor in the Super Saiyan boost, right?
Well, there's a catch. A major plot point in Invincible involves the coalition of planets admitting that their weapons cannot hurt Viltrumites.
So, when their ship's cannon obliterated this gigantic solar disk, it highlighted just how tough the Viltrumites really are.
This disk completely blocked the sunlight and heat between a planet and its star. And this is no ordinary planet. Its size and density are so high that its inhabitants are as strong as Viltrumites just due to living in its natural gravity. To fully block the light to such a planet and remain in consistent orbit, the disk would need to be positioned at its L1 point, the spot that creates an
Bunch of science
uninterrupted
shit I
view
don't
between
know
sun
anything
and
about.
satellite, and the disk itself must be about half the diameter of the star in question. This means the scaling of the disk puts it at 3 septillion tons,
That's 24 zeros!
which makes Omni-Man over 11,000 times stronger than base Bardock.
Not
Damn.
even the Great Ape or Super Saiyan forms could make up that difference. So strength goes to Nolan.
Still, numbers aren't everything. As far as versatility in combat goes, neither had one distinct advantage that could win outright.
Omni-Man survives in space for much longer, but Bardock barely squeaks out the edge here thanks to his ranged versatility with key attacks and, of course, Super Saiyan.
Okay, let's address the Super Saiyan Bardock thing. It's perfectly fair to question whether or not the form should be in this comparison at all. However, even with the form included, Nolan still takes this, especially when it comes to our last 2 categories, experience and stamina.
Yep, Omni-Man's been around a lot longer than Bardock, over 2,000 years, and even with Super Saiyan, Bardock's no master of the form.
And without that mastery, the form drains the user's energies at an increased rate. Which brings us to what may be Omni-Man's most surprising advantage.
Those weird smart atoms.
Saiyans like Bardock can fight for days on end, but only for so long. Bardock possesses a limited pool of ki, which only depletes faster when using super forms like the Great Ape. In contrast, Omni-Man's biology prevents him from tiring in most cases, letting him travel across whole galaxies for weeks non-stop. And his smart atoms adjust to counter whatever physical strain he's subjected to.
Bardock's crazy speed and power made him a real challenge.
But Nolan's strength, experience, and sheer endurance presented an unstoppable and unshakable force that would inevitably land the killing blow.
When push came to shove, Omni-Man raised the bar. Duck.
The winner is Omni-Man.
All right, cool.
Next time on
All right, let's see
Death Battle.
what's next. Oh shit, we got Persona, and oh lord, Persona versus JoJo. Oh boy.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle.
That's gonna
Thanks
be
for
crazy.
watching.
I like this comment on the video. This community is already tearing itself apart over a controversial verdict. Like it's like Death Battle never left. Yeah, I can't wait to see the comments just commenting on who really should have won or whatever. I already know it's gonna happen. It happens. It happens with a lot of them. Happened with the last Death Battle video I posted, or the second last one. What was it? Jesus, the Galactus versus the Transformer dude. Yeah. It's gonna happen with this one. I'm gonna call it. Do I know who really should have won if there's a flaw or whatever? I don't. I'm just here to appreciate the animation, and I liked it. It was good. I'm glad Death Battle's back, and I can't wait to see more in the future, alright? Like, and I'll be honest, this is a matchup that I don't really care for, and the same goes for the next one, but I still enjoy Death Battle and the animation and the fights, though, okay? So I'm gonna be watching it, so, yeah. I'm curious to see what more is gonna come, and I cannot wait to see what kind of crazy matchups we have. I am curious to see, and very excited, yeah. And I still want to know if that Godzilla versus Hulk Death Battle is real or not, because if so, I really want to see it, and I want to know which iteration of Godzilla we're using, yeah. I want to know, because depending on which one is going to, well, which Hulk version we're using as well, because depending on which versions get used is pretty much going to determine which one wins. Because both are neither anything, because both are monsters not to be trifled with. And as for Joker versus Giorno, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I've never played Persona. I have never watched JoJo. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna enjoy it. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited to see the future of Death Battle, though. I really am. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end the video now. If you enjoyed it, check out the original one, which will be linked in the description below. Go support Death Battle there. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Have a good day, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.